Financial freedom and wealth is not really what you think. It's about control over your time, not control over your cash. For me personally, if you've been following it all, it's really important to me to make sure that I'm not living my life to wealth, riches, things of this world. And so it's important to make sure that we redefine what true financial freedom is. Freedom by definition is not being bound to anything. And so if you're bound to money or bound to riches or bound to these visions or dreams that you have, you're not enjoying the present and the time that you have. So one of the things that's really important to me is to make sure that I'm helping families and individuals learn this financial freedom that you maybe crave. It's more the time that we're looking for, right? It's time with our loved ones. It's time with our children. And so that's something that's really important to me. So I'm not just sitting there saying, how can I, gain all this wealth, but how can I really buy my time back? And so one of the things I've really dove into the last few years, especially, was learning how to get access to my cash, how to make my cash work for me. I was raised and heard for so long, you need to have multiple streams of income. And I'm like, how the heck do you get multiple streams of income? Well, you get multiple streams of income by getting a proper education, but it starts with baby steps. It could be a different scenario. It's not a one size fits all. It has to go along with who you are in your current situation. If you have two people in the family making money or one person in the family making money, but we do need to make actionable steps. We need to start moving forward. We can't just sit there and talk about, we're tired of always worrying about our money. We're tired of, we can't pay our bills. Those are real things. And I'm not trying to put that down in any way, but what can we do that's an action step to start bringing in extra streams of income? So one of the things that I personally focus on is I get people, normally in a first step is into a HELOC where they can get access to their equity if they qualify. I teach them how to get that money to move around. Anytime money is sitting still and it's stagnant, it is going backwards. Please remember that. If your money is sitting in your checking account and you feel security from that, I hope that you don't. There's not security in it in any form, all seriousness, but we want our money moving. When our money's moving, it's growing. And when it's growing, now we have something that can come back to us. And so one of the things we want to learn is what investments are out there that are reputable, reliable, low risk, that my money can start making money for me. And kind of a news flash, I do find it hilarious. I talk to people all the time who are like, well, I invest in stocks and mutual funds, but I'm not touching private money lending, or I'm not touching e-com. I'm like, why do you have so much security in stocks and mutual funds? That stuff forever has been volatile and gone up and down. I've heard the whole, it's average 8 to 10% for 100 years, but there's also many years it's been down 25% or 40%, and you're also not drawing that out. What if you had access to your cash when you needed it? So when something bad happens or you need an emergency fund, you actually have something you can lean on. I have talked to multiple personal clients that I've sold into HELOCs who have called me and says, Tyler, I would have lost our home if we had not gone this route. Because if you don't pay your payment, they take your home from you. But when you have access to liquidity, they take it out of the liquidity as opposed to coming in foreclosing on your home. So there's a lot of information out there like that. And that's one of the things that I specialize in and try to teach people is there's another way to skin a cat. I like to look at it this way. The way that homeopathy and functional medicine is to traditional medicine is how I view a lot of my services are to the traditional financial world. I'm trying not just to go against the grain, but I'm trying to seek truth. What is actually out there that can benefit you? What is actually out there that is best for your family? What is out there that's not going to benefit the bankers and the banks and the systems, but can benefit you, the individual, and help you, the family, break free from this rat race? There is a better way out there. The problem is we don't talk about it. Or when you hear it, the cynicism creeps in, the fear creeps in. There's no way this could happen for me. You start to worry. That's not from the Lord. That's the fears and insecurities of your own mind. So one of the things I love to do is to help families break free from these things. So we have to start with you first having a little step of faith, a little bit of trust, and saying, maybe there's something else out there. And so I would love to talk with you in any way that we can to help you get started on this path today.